Sarah even told me that she would like to still stay married to me, but also marry him.
What's going on, guys? BMS and Naya back with another video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Make sure you guys don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So here we go.
I'm planning to meet Kevin in February. I'm counting down the months to that time.
I asked her why February, and she said, well, because that's tax return time, and I'm entitled to half of your tax return. That way I can get to Africa and I can have money for a ticket for him to come back.
Initially, I would go to Kenya without my children to be with Kevin, but I don't think we'll stay in Kenya, so we'll return. I'd like joint custody with the children, but I know they have a life here.
Sarah even told me that she would like to still stay married to me, but also marry him. She's crazy if she thinks that's gonna ever happen.
My dream for Kevin and I is to build homes here and in Kenya.
This is the oldest trick in the book. Ultimately, you know, an African prince, Nigerian prince wants to migrate to North America and, you know, find somebody that is not the sharpest tool in the tool shed and kind of koals them, what we say in Toronto, koals them to, you know, get over to North America. So what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, it happens a lot. So especially like these types of people, and I don't know, okay, we're just going to assume that this person is maybe trying to take advantage of somebody else to like get a visa to come somewhere else, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just assuming that.
Obviously.
Because I don't know their relationship. Maybe they are in love. I don't know.
Really?
But
she's at least
don't know.
45. He's probably mid-20s.
Yeah.
Right? They live in two different parts of the world.
Yeah.
So obviously she met him through some sort of like Tinder, Grindr, whatever, right? So she's married with 4 or 5 kids and looking for a guy.
Maybe even dual citizenship. It's expensive to travel, but we'll be patient.
I've told Sarah that Kevin's just using her to get into the United States. She told me, she said, well, if that's the case, I just learn a lesson and then come crawling back to you. I know you'll take me back.
My hope is that Kevin and I live together happily ever after.
We kind of made a list of your plan as you laid it out to us. Divorce Keith. Initially, the kids stay in America, potentially bring them to Kenya later. February of 2018, buy a ticket to Kenya with tax return and marry Kevin and stay in Kenya for 3 to 4 weeks. Have 50-50 custody arrangement with the 4 children with you, and then bring Kevin back to the U.S., set up home here, apply for dual citizenship and spend part of the year in Kenya and part of the year in the U.S.
Look at my full plan that I have to mess with you. She mentioned February 28, 2018, I'm going to take the tax return from you. Okay, so I'm leaving you. What? Like, you're trying to take advantage of me? We've been married for X amount of years. We have children, and this is how you want to treat me? Are you joking?
Well, he has a scarcity mindset, right? His mindset is, I don't know if I can find another woman like this woman.
Oh,
because
I hope you don't find another woman like this.
Right. Well, the thing is, his life is her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So if he had a abundance mindset and he knew his worth as a man, he wouldn't stick around for this kind of treatment, right? Because any man that has any self-respect would ultimately get up and leave.
And in Kenya, live in the house that Kevin is going to build for you on his farm, right?
Right.
Run the orphanage with Kevin, and according to Keith, if it's a scam, she'll just go back to you, right?
That's what she said.
Why do you think he's interested in you in particular?
Hopefully because he loves me.
And you're 44, and he's 26, or 20, or 22, or 3, or 4, we don't know. So you're certainly old enough to be his mother, right?
Sure.
Clearly, she does not make good judgment because she's over here being like, hopefully, I don't know, all these plans with somebody that you don't even know if they like love you, all this stuff. Oh my God, this is just such a freaking mess. I don't know why she would even put herself through this, just for, I guess, like what you said is the excitement.
Yep.
Maybe her life is so boring and she needs something to like, I don't know, give her some energy. I don't know what the heck is going
Well,
on.
the thing about him, the husband, he's not a dominant force, right? It seems like she has no direction. She's just kind of going with the wind based on how she feels. It doesn't seem like she has structure in that marriage, right? Because the husband is supposed to take over and obviously say, you know, this is not happening, right?
Obviously.
We have a family, we have, you know, 4 or 5 kids. Let's improve our marriage so that these kids have a healthy environment to ultimately thrive in. Because if you look at, you know, what's the best interest for the children, it's not going to be her going to Kenya, right? It's going to be her being in the US and, you know, staying with her husband and making it work. So ultimately in these situations, it's always the child that's going to suffer, right? And, you know, the child, as you mentioned, is going to grow up seeing this dysfunction, and ultimately that's going to affect the child's life growing up, right? And maybe he or she has a dysfunctional life, and then the cycle kind of continues.
Yeah, and also not to mention the trauma the husband's gonna go through. Like trying to, oh my God, I can't even imagine for the husband's case, especially if he's like, this is the person I want to spend the rest of my life with, and now I have to start over, and because she doesn't want to be with me, and trying to figure out a new plan for himself. Like, oh my God, I can't.
The court system, alimony.
All this stuff
Yeah.
that he has to go through now because she wants to just go off in the wind with this random person that she met on the internet. Oh, for God's sakes, I can't.
All right, guys, so we're going to go ahead and end this video. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.
Bye, guys.